Are you ready for number 2, my friend?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Here we go, Victor. Number 2, brother. Fact or fiction, David Benavidez' inconsistent but winning performance against Alexander Gvozdyk was due to an excellent opponent in a new weight division, not the injuries he suffered during camp. Fact or fiction?
I'm gonna say fiction. I'm gonna say fiction for this. Just for the fact that it's a new weight class for him. His opponent was what I've heard is was Canelo's sparring partner for one of his camps.
That's true.
So
former pound for pound fighter and former WBC light heavyweight champ, Alexander Gvozdyk.
Yeah, no, he definitely was no pushover, So and he's been at that weight for a while now. He's comfortable. This is David Benavidez' first time at 175. So, his performance could have been a little better. I think a lot of people expected him to get the knockout. But it's a new weight for him, and then I think he's going to improve though. It's his first fight, and we'll see what happens with David Benavidez. Next. So I think maybe he gets another fight before he gets the Bivol and Benavidez, winner, or whoever he fights between them two, because those guys are dogs. Those guys are definitely dogs, and we've seen what happened when Bivol, fought Canelo. So, yeah, that was definitely shocking, but big guy right there. So, yeah.
There it is. I tell you what, the elites at 75, Canelo Alvarez. Yeah, those are big money fights for a reason.
Exactly.
And boy, he had better bring it. Bring it. And so to give some insight into what happened with David during his camp, though, you are just coming off of a shoulder injury. Yes, first of all, how is that feeling? And what exactly happened? What exactly were you suffering from? And how long did it take to recover? And how are you feeling now?
Yeah, no, I mean, Brent, it's feeling great now. I just sparred this last Saturday. It felt great, getting back in there. Shoulders working fine. Shoulders 100%. I bruised my socket that's connected to my ligaments. So I try to like beginning of camp for my last fight that I pulled out of. It came as like a little pinch, and then as we picked up the training, we picked up the strength and conditioning, all that stuff. It just kept getting worn out, kept getting bruised, kept getting worse and worse, to the point where one of the days I was hitting mitts with my dad, and we practiced on throwing the straight right hand. I couldn't even throw it 100%. I was throwing it like 40%, 45%, and by the time I hit the bags, by the time I'd get done training, it was just getting worse and worse. And for myself, in my best interest, I felt like I had to pull out the fight. If not, I could have gone into the fight. This is how I thought of it, 2 ways. I either could have made it worse, could have got surgery on it, or something. I could have torn something. I could have been out for a year. Or the other option I was thinking was, if I do get through camp and I do fight, I'm not going to be 100% going into my fight, and I want to give myself the best chance to win at all costs, no matter how big the fight is, So it was in my best interest to pull out the fight, and to rehab it, and to let my shoulder, give it time to heal up. And it took some time. It took about like a month and a half to really get back to its normal. And I don't have no soreness, no pinching, or none of that now. So I'm very blessed. I'm very thankful that I'm back to training hard again, and to be back 100%.
That's outstanding. And I tell you what, we love that fighting spirit. Now then, let's look at David Benavidez.
Yeah.
Now, if you were having that kind of deliberation, you had that quandary, should I not disappoint the fans? Should I not disappoint the promoter, everyone that's counting on me?
Yeah.
I'm, going to be the main event. I'm going to be, what do I do? Now, if you're in David's position, you get a cut over your eye.
Yeah.
And then you tear your tendons in your right hand, your power hand. And then you couple that with, you only fight twice a year. A lot of people are counting on me. They can't afford to scratch this event.
No, yeah.
And then couple that with a couple of millions of dollars. You don't turn that down now, do you?
That's a decision that definitely going to need some thinking over, especially with my family, with my team.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that's like a lot of people are dependent on you for that. You know, a lot it's on the line. What was it, the 100th fight at the MGM? You
Yep,
know, and yeah, it's just that's a hard decision. But I mean, I feel like David has the best doctors, he gets the best treatment. So I feel like, in his best interest, he could, was like he did, he was able to go. So yeah, I'd give it a go. Got this. It's a big fight going on, a big card, lots on the line. It was what, WBC title eliminator.
that's
So
right.
for the interim title. So next up after this fight is for undisputed. So at 75. So yeah, it was like he's like the performance wasn't the best from David's aspect, but like you said, injuries happen, so it kind of derailed his performance. But I don't think we've seen the best David at 175 yet.
And I wholeheartedly agree with everything you're saying. And let me ask you, this is a bonus fact or fiction, right?
Yeah.
Fact or fiction, sir? His shaky performance is going to prove to be a blessing in disguise, because it's what will ultimately attract Canelo to taking on this assignment. Yep. Fact
Exactly.
or fiction?
Fact, for sure. Fact, definitely a fact. Yeah, I feel like it's a fact, not only because it showed Canelo that, he's not what we thought he was, the Mexican monster. So I think it gave a little confidence to Canelo, thinking that he can beat him. But Canelo might bite off too much than what he can chew, with David, because David just comes forward and throws, punches and bunches. So, we'll see if that fight ever happens. We'll see if David does come down to 68 again, because I don't think Canelo will go up to 75 to fight David. He'd be way too big for him. But I see Canelo, licking his chops right now, thinking that he can beat David right now at this moment. But we all know that David wasn't 100% last Saturday.
Yep. And so, in your mind, I'm going to put you in the hot seat, my friend.
Yeah.
Who wins that fight and why at 175 pounds?
Either David or Canelo?
Yes, sir.
At 75, I say David. For sure, David.
And at 68?
Canelo. I'd say Canelo. Yeah,
I tell you what.
The weight is too close to cut for David. He's a big boy. He's a big guy. So him coming down to 168 again, I think it'd be a little weight draining for him. But at 75, I feel like he's fully comfortable there. So I give him the full advantage right there at 75.